I don't know whether you can see that needle on that dial indicator or not, but it's just about 2 or 3 thousandths off. I'm out about 10.5 or 11 inches on that piece of bar, that magnesium bar. It's about 94.5% magnesium, almost sure. But I've got it in there, and I'd certainly turn it at that. But now, everyone that has machine tools, or even woodworking tools, can use a dial indicator. It's a fine tool. Everyone needs it, certainly on a lathe. I use one every time I use my lathe. But now, these are dividers. That's a 4-inch divider. I use them every time I use a lathe, whether it's a wood lathe or a metal cutting lathe. But this, you can check your turning every once in a while. When you get down close to what you want with this, well, then you can use your mics. But you don't need to use mics every time you go and see how much you turn. Now, this is a 4-inch right here. You might want one just a little bit larger. I think this is a 6-inch right here, but it does the same thing. It's just a little bit larger. But now, like I say, everyone that has any kind of machine tools needs a dial indicator to set their machine. But now, this, well, I want to show you something else. Like I say, I don't know whether you can see that dial indicator or not, that needle, but it's just going about 2 or 3 thousandths off. Now, I can make it go way off. See that right there? Good night. That's probably, good night, I don't know, that's probably nearly 80 thousandths off right there. But now, this has a magnet on this base, so it'll hold any iron that you put it on. And it's got an easy release. It's got that switch there, it holds on. But now, on that switch, and it just comes right off. Now, this has, it'll go on the side also. You can put it 2 different ways. See, it's nice and sturdy. A dial indicator. Everyone that does any machine work needs a dial indicator like that. And everyone that uses any machine work or does any machine work could use one of these little dial, one of these little dividers. That's a 4-inch. It'll measure, that's about 1/4 inch. So say you want to cut it down to 1 inch. You'd set this down on about 1 inch. And then you test it every once in a while to see how close you were getting. Then when you got down a little bit closer, you could use your mic. This is a 4-inch, that's a 6-inch. It does the same thing. I use one every time I use a lathe. Fine tools. And this is definitely a must for anyone that does machine work. They absolutely need a dial indicator. And this is a fine dial indicator. Got the magnet on both sides, and then it has the switch on it where it'll switch on or off. And it raises up and down. You can raise it anywhere you want it, you can put it down, or you can tilt it anywhere you want it. This will tilt, that'll tilt anywhere you want it. And this will move in and out. It moves every which way anyway. But everyone needs one that does any kind of machine work. Now,